Okay, we'll start. I call the order of this town board meeting, regular meeting being held on April 13, 2021 via teleconference using Zoom with a YouTube live stream to the public. This is due to the COVID-19 emergency state and federal bans on large meetings or gatherings, and pursuant to Governor Cuomo's executive order 202.1 issued on March 12, 2020, suspending the open meetings law. Members of the public may view the board meeting as it is live streamed on the town board videos page on the Town of Clinton website. There's no public participation in this meeting. So there's no flag, so we're not going to be pledging. So we'll have to do a roll call quorum. Supervisor Oberly here, Councilman Giuliano,
Here.
Councilman Witten,
Here.
Councilman Dean Michael,
Here.
Councilwoman Cunningham,
Here.
Town Clerk Mackin.
Here.
We do have a quorum, so we can conduct business. I make a motion to approve the minutes of the March 9th, 2021 public hearing on local law 3 fund balance policy. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Okay, any discussion? Roll call vote. Oberly, aye. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the minutes of the March 9th, 2021 town board meeting. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote. Oberly, aye. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Make a motion to approve the minutes of the April 5th, 2021 special town board meeting, executive session. Is there a second?
Giuliano, second.
Is any discussion? Roll call vote. Oberly, aye. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Whoops, I forgot to take out of the printer my comments. I don't have many comments this time, but a reminder that the DEC's annual burn ban is in effect from Tuesday, March 16th to Friday, May 14th. This means you cannot have any outside open fires in order to reduce the incidence of grass and brush fires. If a grass fire occurs, immediately call 911 to report it so the fire department can quickly extinguish it and minimize property damage. There recently have been numerous grass fires in the area. A reminder, the Fiddler's Bridge near the intersection of Long Pond Road by West Clinton Station 2 Firehouse will be closed to all traffic from June 1st through October 15, 2021, while the bridge is being replaced. The town webpage, www.townofclinton.com, has the latest information on COVID. I'm not going to bother you with all of that detail. So those are my comments. The first item of business then on the roll is fee schedule.
So I wasn't going to put it on for this month, but anyway, because I'm still working on some, I'll send out the fee schedule that I have and you guys can kind of preview it. But I'm also working with Shane on violations. So we'll come in with a whole package of the fee schedule and the violations all at once. And so we'll have it on for next month.
Can I also float an idea for the fee schedule for the cemeteries? Elliot and I were discussing the cemetery schedule right now, the fee schedule we have adult burials, children burials, and cremation burials, and there's separate prices for weekday, Saturday, and then Sundays and holidays. And we just took that from what was previously done, you know, and we'd never run a cemetery before. But it kind of seems to us that those three prices don't really seem necessary, because if a burial is on a Saturday or a Sunday or a holiday, it's no extra work for the town whatsoever. It's extra work for Cole Rockley, and they have different prices, but it's no extra work for the town. So Elliot went through and looked, if we just had one price, the regular weekday price for everything, over the last 2 years, it would have been about $900 less in revenue, which isn't a ton, but it's not nothing. So I just wanted to float the idea to see if you guys were up for, I don't know, just making it just one price for all three of them. And maybe we can bring the weekday price up a little so that it's somewhere in between them all. So, because it seems like we're punishing people for not doing any, and we're not doing any extra work.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion is sure. I mean, if we're not doing any extra work, you know, raise the weekly up a couple of bucks and just keep it as simple as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that as well.
All right. So I'll send you an email, Dean, so we can incorporate it all into whatever you send out.
Okay, good.
Okay, so send everything to me because I
Yeah.
have the spreadsheet. So I have the master spreadsheet, Dean, if that works for you. And I'll just incorporate your changes for the construction that Arlene and the building inspector forwarded. Your,
Well,
All right.
it was really John and Arlene, and then Mike just kind of perused it and approved
Okay.
it. So,
because I've been working with them on the spreadsheet, so we know where we want it laid out and so forth. So if that's okay with you,
absolutely,
keep me in your loop, okay?
absolutely.
That's it for me.
I've noticed that Elliot is in the waiting room. Was he supposed to be?
I just texted him to no public participation to go to the website to view.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, we done with all of that? Conference Center local law, Dean, you got some discussion there?
Yes.
Well, we all have a copy of the local law in the packet. So is there any comments on it? If not, you know, my suggestion is that we go to a public hearing for next month.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, you have to make a motion to do
I'm
that?
just looking for comments. at this
Okay.
point.
I mean, what I seen, it looks pretty good. So
The only issue I had, and I know it matches the ag event law. My issue was with the minimum 10 acres. With the ag event law, that makes sense because it's not like they're building a giant, building on their property. Those events are based on agriculture. They're farm lots. But a conference center on 10 acres and there's no restriction on whether it's a state or a county or a local road. I mean, that means we could have a whole bunch of properties in town that are eligible to put up a conference center. And it concerns me.
so what would you suggest as far as that goes?
Well, I think when this was originally put in the zoning revision, it was a 25-acre minimum. And so that was what I thought we'd see with this, and I would feel more comfortable with.
Yeah, I'm fine with keeping it at 25 acres. I think Shane was just trying to, coordinate the two being one, and we only have one conference center. So the 25 acres would knock that one out. So, and I am a little bit more concerned. I mean, even the farm one, we wanted it more, but it was the ag markets that was giving us the pushback. I think with the conference center, we can certainly make it more without any pushback. And I would be more inclined to do that for the fact that the conference centers are bringing in, mass traffic,
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to think of where I live, and like on Pumpkin Lane, I could name 15 lots that are more than 10 acres. So I got a little worried there.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'd say 25 at least.
So is everybody fine with 25?
Yeah, I have no problem with
Right,
25.
so I'll
I think-
change it to 25. We'll recirculate the information so that Carol can put it out on the web. And with that, I make a motion, be it resolved, the town board approves or approves the
The following resolution.
following resolution that we hold an open, a public hearing on the matter of the conference center law on May 11th, and do we want to make it 6 or 6:15?
It's fine.
Either one.
Do you think we're gonna have a lot of
6:15 probably
discussion?
work.
Yeah, 6:15.
6:15.
Is there a second?
Giuliano second.
Any other discussion?
Okay, we'll do a roll call vote. Oberly, I, Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, on to credit card use.
So I've been circulating the credit card policy. I got comments from most of you and I incorporated as much as I could. I think we came to a pretty good policy. If anyone has any comments on it, otherwise I'd make the motion to pass it.
It looks good.
Let me make the motion, then we can have discussion, I guess. I make the motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves resolution number 21 of 2021 titled Credit Card Policy. Is there a
Giuliano second.
Okay,
Any discussion on
now discussion.
that? Yeah. All right.
Hearing none, let's do roll call vote. Oberly, I, Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye. And I'd like to
Motion
thank
carried.
Carol for all the help on this one. She
You're
gave me a-
welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, the next one is the start of the summer rec employees. There's a list attached and we do this sometimes several times, depending on how people submit their names. I make a
Ray,
motion.
Ray, I'm sorry, you missed a few. You got to go to number 1, new business.
Oh, I did. Oh, the 2 pages were stuck together. My mistake, sorry. The new business now. Approved continuation of CCA program. That's the use of 100% green energy for electricity. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves resolution number 22 of 2021 to continue the town's community choice aggregation program by continuing to offer supply and incorporating opt-out community distribution generation. Is there a second?
Dean Michael second.
Okay, this is basically the one we had before, and it just moves from the end of June to another 2-year cycle. So, any further-
The only comment I have to make on it, and like I said, I have no problem with moving forward with this. Just I had some residents contact me regarding the opt-out, and some people weren't happy about I tried to explain to them the reason, why it's set this way. And then that the new part of the plan, that they can have an opt-in on another part of it. But there has been not people totally against it. They just don't like the fact of having to opt out. I just wanted to mention that.
And I found out too that because they opted out last time and now they're going to have to opt out again. But if they call Central Hudson and opt out and then ask them to put a freeze on their account, they'll never be automatically opted in again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you have
Okay.
to ask Central Hudson to put a freeze on the account and then it won't be a problem.
Okay. All right. Then I can let them know. I'll get in touch with the few people that contacted me.
Okay. Done with discussion then? Okay, roll call. Oberly, I, Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next one is proclamation for Municipal Clerks Week. We get this generally every year, trying to support the municipal clerks, and that's called Carol in our case. Make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves resolution number 23 of 2021, recognizing May 2nd through May 8th, 2021 as Professional Municipal Clerks Week, and to extend our appreciation to our town clerk, Carol Mackin, and all professional municipal clerks for the vital service they provide to the community. Is there a second?
Dean Michael second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote, Oberly, I. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye. Thank you, Carol.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay. The next one is acknowledging essentially or accepting the report, the audit report that Councilwoman Cunningham did. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board accepts the internal audit of the Clinton Justice Court for year end 2020 performed by Councilwoman Cunningham dated February 25, 2021. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote. Oberly, I. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, now we go to the recreation employees. This is a list of employees. We don't hire them individually, we hire them in a bunch. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves resolution number 24 of 2021, summer recreation seasonal employees. Is there a second?
Giuliano, second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, roll call vote. Oberly, I. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, at this time, then Councilwoman Cunningham will tell us about the summer camp.
Okay. As I mentioned at the last meeting, that we were going to open the parks. Based on some of the restrictions have been lifted according to the county and the state. So we will, the parks are currently open for summer activities. We are going to also have the summer camp this year. We have made some changes in that we're going to have smaller groups of children. That way the exposure is less for everyone. And the camps will be K through grade 5. So all of the information for registration is on the website. So with that, I would like to make a motion that the town board approve the following resolutions. Be it resolved that the town board approve holding summer camp 2021 at Franmark Park daily, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. with a minimum of 9 children per week. And camp on the following weeks, July 5th through 9, July 12th through 16, and then again, August 2nd through 6th, and August 9th through 13, with the fee of $100 per child if you're a resident, and $185 per child if you're a non-resident, with the established COVID-19 guidelines to continue. That's face masks and social distancing, etc.
Is there a second?
Giuliano, second.
Any further discussion?
I just want to, Nancy said a minimum of 9 children. Is that supposed to be a minimum or a maximum?
Maximum.
Well, we're not saying, no, I'm sorry, it's not a maximum either. We will take as many children as they register. What we're going to do is put a minimum of 9 children in each program. We may end up having dual programs.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, if we get 15 kids, we're going to have 2 sessions separate from each other to keep smaller groups intact. Okay.
Okay.
And my other question is that's $100 or $185 per week, correct?
That's
Per
per
child?
week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just making sure.
Okay, well.
I'm like, 'cause that's a great deal.
The roll call vote. Oberly, I. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael.
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, we have to approve a retirement report that we just finished completing. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves resolution number 25 of 2021, reporting the standard workday and reporting resolution for appointed and elected officials. Is there a second?
Dean Michael second.
Okay, it's really elected officials and appointed officials or employees which are salaried. So it's not every person in the area. Roll call vote, Oberly, aye. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
motion carried. Okay, the next one is townwide reassessment. Gonna read the background here. You essentially, I sent you all of this stuff on email previously, but the community hasn't heard it. The town is currently at 100% equalization rate for property assessments. With the many sales of high values occurring today, the equalization rate will drop according to the assessor, since assessments will probably increase on average 8% in 2021 and increase another 15 in 2022. Without a new data collection townwide, the assessor is not confident of her numbers, so she thinks a townwide reevaluation is now necessary. Without a full reevaluation, she is going to have to abandon 100% full evaluation values in 2022 and let the equalization rate fall to an estimated 85%. And that primarily affects us in school taxes, okay? The town has done townwide reassessments in the past using town staff at a reasonable cost, and it will take 2 years to do. The first year is to collect the data on all properties, and during the second year, input it into the RPS files. That's the assessment files. The cost for us to do it would be about $160,000. That's just a quick estimate on my part, depends on how it's being done, for our 2 years of extra cost. It can also be done with a commercial firm and probably costing between $250,000 and $500,000, depending on how the contract is negotiated. It will be a new item in the 2022 budget this August, depending on how the town board wishes to proceed. I request a town board member be appointed by the May 11th town board meeting, who will be involved in the process for the 2 years and should be the one owning the process and financing. Without a plan and finance numbers for the budget by early August 2021, a townwide reevaluation will not be included in the 2022 budget because I won't have any numbers. So I just put this out. I told you we were going to talk about it. I won't be here, so I encourage one of you others to step up to doing it, because you're going to be in process to do it. This year, it's just nothing more than numbers into the budget, but the reality of doing it will be in 22 and 23. So, any comments? Yes, no, you don't want it, nobody wants it? It's your
Well,
choice.
there's a mixed feeling on my part on it. I got the sun coming through the window now. And the, Hyde Park is not at 100%. And many people that are in the Hyde Park School District are severely dinged because we're at 100% and Hyde Park is totally off from their numbers, so that anybody that's living in Hyde Park, in the Hyde Park School District, pays, it seems like, less for the same property. So for us continually keeping ourselves at 100%, I'm just kind of, like I said, I have mixed feelings on it for that reason. And the Hyde Park School District is probably at least a third of the town.
Yep.
So it's
Yes,
a
it
major
is.
part of the town school district.
I'm with Dean on that one. That's been a issue with anyone who's been in the Hyde Park district as well.
Anybody else? we don't have to make a decision tonight. I'm just bringing it up so that come May, we can move forward and have some,
I just think
what we
that,
want to do.
I think that as Dean said, it seems that they're getting dinged. But if you look at the equalization rate that they use in Hyde Park and like how much you get charged for every $1,000.
Well, yeah, the reality is that the equalization rate's supposed to fix everything, but
it doesn't.
it hasn't because they're not really truly appraised right. They're
Yeah,
not assessed right.
I think my feeling on that is that if Hyde Park isn't assessed right, our solution shouldn't be that we don't assess right. Like, I think we should continue to do what's right. Along with Rhinebeck and Millbrook and Pine Plains, who are also doing 100%.
Oh, no, we've been at 100% for over 10 years now. So
Yeah, and I think I think Hyde Park is in the wrong. So letting
Oh, absolutely.
ours slip down below 100 because they're wrong, I don't think is.
Yeah, but it may get them, that might be our leverage to get them to go, work towards getting us back up, but it's a discussion.
They're waiting for a grant to pay for it.
Yeah. And let me ask you this that 160,000, we got a budget for that. If we spend the 150,000 or we go with an outside service, as Ray said, what was that, 200,000, 250, you said?
Yeah, it's $250,000 to $500,000, depends on how you write the contract. There are all different ways of doing it, but it's like double doing it in-house. But there is effort in-house, a lot of planning and training and stuff. I mean, it's not trivial.
Yeah.
It's not like finding a lifeguard, for example.
Yeah, sure.
But, Hyde Park has its inequities between houses, depending on when they were assessed, whether it was in the peak value of properties or in a valley of properties. So they're all over the place. That's why when you try to compare between Clinton for a similar, we'll say ranch, you can find in the same subdivision $100,000, $200,000 difference in assessment on them, because it's just the year and the values of the economy or the value of the houses.
In the past, what we had been doing, and I thought we were still doing it, was that we were taking a fifth of all the properties or a fourth of all the properties every year and updating the evaluation so that after 4 or 5 years, everything's been brought up to 100%. And that's why we've been keeping at the 100% mark for so long. And I understand that home values right now have been going up crazy this year in particular. But that's not necessarily the only reason that we need to spend all this money to have it all done at once. I mean, if we're still doing a fifth or a fourth of all the properties every year, I don't see. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's kind of like a lot of money to be spending.
Yeah, well, I mean, between now and the May, you have plenty time that you could stop by and get specific information that would help you make a decision what to do from the assessor. But also realize that we're going to be in grievance day, so come the end of May, so she's going to be busy all May. So you got to do it now if you want to get more technical details or what.
Well, I'll call Teresa on Wednesday and I'll discuss it with her.
Yeah, I'm not saying you got to make a decision today, but come May, we should say up, down, or whatever.
And logistically, if we are doing this and one of us has got to shepherd it along, 3 out of the 5 of us have terms that are up at the end of this year, and there's no guarantees we'll be here after that.
I know.
So, here's looking at Dean and Chris.
It's tough. But, I'm trying to present reality here so that we don't get too far astray.
Yeah.
So if nobody has anything else, we'll just move on. You got the story. Okay, the next one is including the S in the town's URL for the web page and data stuff. There's a big description that's been included here. You many times see this HTTPS kind of thing for security. Gives us a level of security and was recommended by our computer specialist. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves adding SSL security to the town website to have HTTPS security. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion?
The only discussion is what is just the cost for the town, for us?
It depends, it's between 100 and 200. He's got to, if we agree, then he's got to count how many things that there are. So he didn't go into all of that, but he just bracketed it.
Okay.
So, security is getting to be the real dilemma nowadays. Any more? Okay, roll call. Oberly, aye. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
motion carried. We'll move forward with that. The next one is e-bills and online payment for Central Hudson bills. What that essentially is very simple. Like you get e-bills maybe for your Cablevision or other things, and you automatically pay them out of an account. Well, Central Hudson offers this, and it would reduce the number of pieces of paper that we handle in the town and waiting for the bills to come in and stuff. So I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves receiving e-bills from Central Hudson and to enroll in online payments. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote. Oberly, aye. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
motion carried. Next one is purchase of an excavator.
Fred, can you let Todd in now?
Yes, here he comes.
So I'm just gonna make the motion first and then explain what we're doing. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves the purchase of a 2021 Hyundai HX85 excavator with a 3-year full warranty, a 48-inch tilting grading bucket, and a 5-year, 5,000-hour warranty at a cost not to exceed $107,300 from budget code D5130.250.
Is there a second?
Giuliano, second.
Okay.
So in the budget this year, there is $150,000 set aside for a bulldozer. We have what's that? Oh, for a backhoe. Sorry. And we have a backhoe that is functioning but needs some work on it that'll cost about $8,000 to $10,000 to repair. And so we also have this excavator, and we have an excavator that we would like to purchase, and there's an excavator that we use for shared services. Now, the excavator takes a lot of wear and tear when we use the hammer drill, when we use the mower arm. And so Todd's plan was to use the shared services excavator for those things that put a lot of wear and tear on it. We can buy this excavator for $107,000 and do the $8,000 to $10,000 of repairs on the backhoe, which will make it last several more years. And we'd still be
We're ahead of the game, saving some money.
about $30,000 ahead in the budget. And so
40,000.
yeah, so it gets us basically 2 pieces of equipment instead of the 1 piece that we had budgeted for, doing it this way.
Yeah.
So that's why we're making a small change from what we had planned on buying. Any questions for me or Todd or? All right.
I mean, this is definitely a logical step to go. Like I said, one, it saves on the budget. 2, the other backhoe is able to get a few more years out of as a piece of equipment, and it solves the issue of having our own and for doing some of the projects that we're not waiting for the shared services, such as culvert pipes and stuff like that. So when Todd was discussing this with us, it's really a win-win. Puts us in a little bit better spot, and with I think was it Rhinebeck pulling out of the shared service agreement for the excavator, gives us a little more leeway.
Yes, Rhinebeck is going to be pulling under the shared services. That'll actually help us because then we'll have two pieces, the shared service piece with the excavator with the hammer on it. And then with this piece that we're buying, one could be hammer and the other one could be bucking the material away and everything. So it'll be a win-win situation for us.
Now,
But,
just one quick question, Todd, on this, so everyone can understand and you can explain this. So how's our cost going to be different when Rhinebeck pulls out for the shared, since we're now it's being split between less?
It's not going to be that much of a cost
A difference.
difference, minus or less. You know, if Rhinebeck pulls out, that's 2 months or 3 months that they have it. So it's not really that much of a cost savings or difference, you know, between them pulling out and us saving money with the other towns.
Okay.
The other nice thing too is if we get this excavator, if the town board approves it, it is a little bit bigger excavator. There is some projects coming up as far as culvert pipe replacements with streams that would help us as far as contracting out. Now we won't have to, if you guys approve this tonight, we won't have to contract out for some of these because this is a little bit bigger excavator that we're talking about. We can also transport this, just so you guys understand this, even though it is a little bit bigger of an excavator than the one that we have with the shared services. That's why we have the 10-wheeler with the trailer now. We can transport it from job to job and stuff. So we're not driving it and everything else. And it'll help us save money, like I said, with the culvert pipes that I have in mind for contracting out. And it's going to be a valuable asset for the town.
What's it, about 15,000 pounds, Todd? Not important.
Yeah, it's at least that. What it is,
The
it's
regular
the,
excavator is probably about 13, right?
yes, yep, yeah. The shared service one is 13 and change, 13 and 5, and then this one that we're getting, it comes with a regular bucket, a smaller trenching bucket, and it's a coupler onto it, so it's a tilt bucket also. So it's not just the bucket onto it. It will be a tilt and grading bucket like the county and the state has for the ditches and stuff on the side of the road.
Okay, any more discussion? Ready for roll call vote?
Yeah.
Okay, roll call vote. Let's see, okay, here we are. Oberly, aye. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Steen Michael,
Aye.
Wooten.
Aye. Thank you, Todd.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay,
You're welcome.
the next one is refurbishing of plotter. I sent you all the information in the past. We're having it refurbished so that this is our original one being upgraded into OS 10, operating system 10. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves the bid to repair the plotter, our sign maker, from Plotter Doctor LLC at a cost not to exceed $3,385. Is there a second?
Dean Michael's second.
Any further discussion?
What would a new one cost?
Yeah, I have a question for Tom. The plotter would reside in the town highway, right?
Excuse, what was that? I'm sorry.
The plotter, it's in your highway department, correct?
That got taken out. It got shipped to,
To California.
yes.
Yes,
Right.
its ultimate resting place would be the highway department sign shop.
Yes.
So, you can still, with the plotter we currently have, you can still make signs?
No,
When that comes back, yes, we will.
Okay, but it won't be back for a while.
a week or
3 to
two.
4 weeks, I
The
believe.
reason I'm asking is I'm
Yeah.
about to go over to Staples to get signs made for the parks. So I didn't know if you were in the business right now or if there was a delay.
No, but if you need signs made up, Hudson Valley Mobile Graphics, Kevin Mallory is the guy's name. He's going to be cheaper than Staples and probably a lot faster. We use them for the highway now for our signs.
The reason I'm going to Staples, they already have the master and it's just making.
Okay. Nope, that's fine. That's perfect.
You know,
Yep.
otherwise I would do that.
Yep. Nope, that's
In the
fine.
future, once, if the Potter's approved, then I can go to you for that, right?
Okay, yep.
Okay, ready to vote? Overly, I, Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Okay, now we got a whole bunch of appointments and resignations coming up. I make a motion to accept the resignation of Sarah Love from the planning board effective on the date a new member is appointed to fill her unexpired term. Is there a second?
Giuliano second.
Okay, just when we get a new person, we'll appoint the new one and then she'll be off.
So just so
Overly,
you know, she'll continue to serve until you
Until-
appoint somebody new.
Yeah.
So,
Overly, I, Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next one is to accept the make a motion to accept the resignation of David Schmidt from the Board of Assessment Review due to health conditions effective April 12th, 2021. Is there a second?
Dean Michael.
Giuliano second.
Okay, so we're looking for a replacement there. Roll call vote, Overly, I, Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, what we had is some of these in the past were maintenance people for lawn mowing and stuff like that. Well, they have certain requirements and the newer people are got to be positioned as groundskeepers. No difference in pay or anything, but that's what HR says we got to do. So we're going to make a resolution here to create 3 of these positions so we're ready, and that's for that. So I make a motion that the town board approves creating 3 positions of groundskeeper to align with Dutchess County HR job descriptions. Is there a second?
Dean Michael second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, roll call, Overly, I, Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Now, the next one is to make a motion to change Kyle Mackins. He's one of the people that didn't quite fit the maintenance guy, but the groundskeeper condition. So we're just changing his previous appointment. I make a motion that the town board approves amending the title of maintenance worker to groundskeeper in the motion from March 9th, appointing Kyle Mackin with the same pay rate and hours listed and paid from the same budget code. Is there a second?
Dean Michael second.
Any further discussion on that? Okay, roll call vote. Overly, I. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Now, here's an appointment for a groundskeeper. This is, I make a motion that the town board appoints Paul Welsh to the position of summer groundskeeper at $14.50 per hour for 32 hours per week for 25 weeks, starting April 12th, 2021, paid from budget code A8810.110. Is there a second?
Dean Michael second.
This is, just so you know, for the cemetery. Any discussion? Roll call, Overly, I, Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. The next one is, we need a backup clerk as a justice clerk because one of the clerks is going to be going on vacation for a few weeks and we don't have any fill for her, but we still got to keep the paper flowing. And this individual,
Ray, you muted yourself out.
there. This individual works in Rhinebeck and does the same job up there, so it's as needed. It's not a 3-people office as such. Carol,
So Justice Barbara Seelback appoints Grace Johnson as Justice Clerk.
okay. I make a motion that the town board approves Grace Johnson as Justice Clerk beginning May 24th, 2021, at a rate of pay of $15 per hour for a maximum of 25 hours per week. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I'd just like clarification. This was the position that we had approved for this year, correct, for justice courts, and they hadn't used it?
I think this is a backup if
No.
someone is missing.
This is a substitute. It's a substitute.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ursula Pluck years ago was in this position and she retired and left our
so
employee.
I think it's sorely needed. I just, because, and there are, although they have the same record keeping requirements, there are some variations in how they do that. So I think the third person will be very valuable for that.
We've typically over the years had a person like this, just to take care of if somebody got sick, one of the clerks or went on vacation or whatever. So it's not a full-time being there every week or anything like that.
Okay.
Okay, roll call vote. Oberly, aye. Cunningham,
Aye.
Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
motion carried. These are some CAC appointments. I make a motion that the town board appoints Joe Phelan and Jake Strauss as members of the CAC, each to fill a 1-year term of office, April 14th, 2021 to December 31st, 2021. Is there a second?
Giuliano, second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, roll call vote. Oberly, aye. Giuliano,
Aye.
Witten,
Dean, you were muted, by the way, if you had.
I,
comments.
I noticed that I was muted.
Dean Michael.
So I'm voting no, only for the fact that I think that we should have interviewed them. Not anything to do with them. I'm sure we would have approved them anyway. I just think that we should have interviewed them.
Okay, I say aye, because I think you called me.
Yes, I did. Before the silent Dean. Okay, and Cunningham.
And I do agree with being for future reference, but I do believe these people are very well qualified, so I'm voting aye.
Okay, motion carried. Constables. We have one who's gone on military leave over to the Near East, and we're trying to appoint a person to fill that position because with the added COVID virus testing and not testing, but working over there, we need 2 people now. And there's no guarantee unless we have the other person that we can always be sure we have 3 people there. So I make a motion to approve Brody Rogers military leave from the position of constable beginning March 10th, 2021. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote. Oberly, aye. Giuliano,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Cunningham.
Aye.
Motion carried. This is the replacement. I make a motion to approve the appointment of Martin Finneran as constable beginning April 1st, 2021 at a rate of pay of $22.72 per hour. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote. Oberly, aye. Giuliano,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Cunningham.
Aye.
Motion carried. Approval of warrants.
Before we move on real quick from appointments, we did get an email right before the meeting from somebody interested in the BAR. So I think because of the time period, if we can schedule an executive session or something this week to try and take care of that, that would be great. We could fill that position.
Well, I mean, I understand that there's a time constraint, but I think we should open it up for anybody else because we didn't give
Sure.
notice.
Well, then is there any way that we can make a motion tonight to or whatever we got to do to put out a call for for people to apply.
You
So,
don't need a motion, you just.
yeah,
Okay, we'll put it on the web. I can do an email blast to the community.
And then if we
Okay.
want to set up like an interview for, say, 2
And
weeks
I'll
from
put it
now.
in the, I'll put it in the newspaper.
yeah.
Is there,
You have to do it expeditiously because the training is coming up.
yeah,
And
there's a
without
time.
training, they
Right.
can't sit.
Well, that's why I say we can set up an executive session that all resumes have to be in for the bar at least in 2 weeks, then we'll have the
Does it-
time.
When is that class there, Carol? Do you know what that class is?
Yeah, it's like the first week of May. I mean, it's soon.
Yeah, so I mean, we're talking,
You'd really, and I'd have to get their information down there. I mean, it's tight.
we would have to have something in by the beginning of next week to set up an
So
executive meeting.
if I do an email blast and on the web, today's Tuesday, if you end it on Sunday and set a meeting for next Tuesday evening or Monday, that should be time enough.
Okay. I'm good with
You
that.
want to make a motion to set the executive session for next Tuesday?
I don't know how the calendars are.
I have a planning board meeting at 7:30, so as long as we're well before that, should work.
We can do it at 6 o'clock.
Or well, you don't have to do it by Zoom, but
That's true.
you could interview in person. You've done that before, and I think it's been safe.
Did you want to make a motion, Mike Whitten?
Oh, sure. I saw Ray looking through his calendar. I thought he wanted to. I make a motion to have an executive session on Tuesday, April 20th at 6 PM to interview candidates for the Board of Assessment Review.
Juliana,
Do
second.
you want to do it live?
Live, yes, in the town hall with social distancing and masks and everything else.
Okay,
Yeah, is that good for your calendar, Ray?
yeah, I have something that ends like at 5 or 5:30,
Okay.
one of these webinars.
Chris,
So
do you
I'll
have
just
a
be right
second on
there.
that?
Yes,
a
I,
second?
yes, yeah.
Thanks. You need a roll call, Ray?
Yeah, okay, ready for roll call? Overly, I, Giuliano,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Cunningham,
Aye.
motion carried for the executive session. Okay, approval of warrants now.
I make a motion, be it resolved, the town board approves the April 13th, 2021 general fund warrant vouchers number 122 through 174 totaling $57,618.89. And the April 13th, 2021 highway fund warrant vouchers number 64 through 92 totaling $203,651.55. Is there a
Is there
second?
a second?
Giuliano, second.
Okay, any further discussion? Roll call, Overly, I, Giuliano,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Nancy,
Aye.
motion carried. Motion to move funds. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves resolution of 2021, a resolution to move funds at the April 13th, 2021 meeting. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion?
I just want to say item 6, I think you accidentally swapped where it's going to and where it's coming from. It was item 6 in the general.
I have it here. I just gotta find it.
I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I just noticed that you'd want it to go the other way.
Uh, No, it's item
Okay.
6. It goes from engineer other to engineering service. Is that
All right,
the
I
six?
thought when I looked on the report that we got sent that you would have wanted it to go the other way, but it's fine if I'm
No.
wrong. That's fine.
No, I want it back in the 3-digit account, not the 1-digit account. I don't know how it got there.
Oh, okay.
I found it when I was going through the paper. Okay, any further discussion? Okay, roll call vote. Overly, I, Giuliano,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Cunningham.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. The March 2021 Supervisors Report will be approved when the 2020 books are
Oh,
reconciled.
sorry. No.
December 2020 information. So there's nothing to approve anything here. Any other business?
I would like to just give a quick shout out to Susan Romeyer in the library. She is, so New York State Senator Sean Ryan is the chair of the State Senate Libraries Committee, and he announced recipients of the New York State Outstanding Librarian Awards. 11 people across New York State received an award, and Susan, our assistant program coordinator, got it. She's gone above and beyond during the pandemic. She's been continuing programming for kids and all ages, actually, virtually and socially distanced. And so she got recognized for it. And so
Nice.
these shoes and say congratulations.
Congratulations, Susan.
Yep,
Very nice.
likewise.
Okay, anything else?
Ray,
Yeah,
yeah,
I just want
Ray.
to send out,
Right.
a reminder that this weekend, Saturday, is the roadside cleanup from 9 to 3. So please help out, and the dumpster for the roadside cleanup will be where the highway garage exit is. So there'll be a separate dumpster, so don't go over to the recycling center side, go over to the other side. And someone will be there to man and take those collections.
Mhm. Thank you. Nancy, you had something?
Yeah, I just wanted to do a shout out to both Barbara Waller and to Eric and to the Highway Department for the job they've been doing to keep our facility as free as it can be of any viruses or anything else. And I think considering the history so far, I think they've done an excellent job. And I'd just like to compliment them on that.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? Okay, then I make a motion to adjourn the town board meeting. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion on that? No. Make a roll call. Oberly, aye. Giuliano,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Cunningham.
Aye.
Motion carried. See you all next month.